The Football World Cup's the biggest sporting event in the world, and you can keep up with the play with me, Jason Pine, and my good mate and former All-White David Choate on Football Fever. Listen daily throughout the World Cup as we bring you all the action from Qatar. Choate and I love football. We can't wait for the World Cup to get underway. So join us as we live through all the goals, all the drama, all the glory. Download Football Fever from iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts. Ferns co-captain and World Cup winner Ruahei Demant has collected 3 major awards at the New Zealand Rugby Awards during the week, including the Supreme Kelvin R Tremain Memorial Player of the Year for New Zealand's outstanding overall player. Also named Black Ferns Player of the Year and Tom French Memorial Māori Player of the Year. The Black Ferns also won New Zealand Team of the Year. Wayne Smith was named Best Coach. What a night for the Black Ferns. Ruahei Demant is with us. Ruahei, thank you for joining us and congratulations on these awards to cap a remarkable year. I'd imagine, though, individual awards might come second to team success. But what does it mean to win 3 individual awards, including the big one, the Kel Tremain Memorial Player of the Year?
Yeah, well, you hit the nail on the head. It's definitely individual awards do come second to the team awards. And of all the awards last night, I'm the most proud of our team picking up Team of the Year, especially after a turbulent, challenging year with so many changes, but the way that our team was able to adapt to new coaches, new game plan, and new style of not only playing but thinking, and to be recognised and, you know, obviously win a World Cup here at home, but to be recognised as well as for all that hard work is awesome. The other awards, I feel very humbled to not only receive them but actually be nominated for such prestigious awards, especially up against other players who are at the top of their game and have been at the top of their game for a really long time, like to be recognised alongside players like Stacey, Teresa, TJ, and Gossie herself, you know, is very humbling. So, yeah.
It follows on, of course, from you winning World 15's Player of the Year. Another one that I'm sure you'll say was mainly down to the team that you were playing in. But have you been able to sort of process all of this and reflect on just how significant a 12 months it has been for you?
Not yet, not so far. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. I was just saying to one of the girls, but you know, at the start of the year, I never ever would have thought that everything that has happened so far would have happened. I guess I'm still kind of coming to terms with it. I'm still trying to process the fact that we won the World Cup.
I wondered about that actually, because what are we now, 4 weeks on?
Yeah.
Is that still something you still wake up every morning and then think, oh, hang on, we're world champions again?
Yeah, it's of all the awards, of all the accolades, that's the best one. You know, winning a World Cup and winning a World Cup here at home. It's the one chance in a career that, you know, we were going to get. And I'm still floating around. I still can't believe it. It's crazy to think that, you know, after all the mahi, all the hard work, the challenges and stuff, that we said we were going to do it, but then you do it. So I still can't believe it.
What are your most vivid memories of that night when you think back?
Of the final?
Yeah.
Shucks. I haven't actually watched the game yet, but I've watched some parts of the game, and I've watched the last part, the line out when Joe steals the ball and then the whistle blows, and I didn't even realise at the time how loud it was. I remember walking out into the stadium and just hearing the roar of the crowd, and it's something I've never heard before. And yeah, there's whatever was happening, I never felt under pressure. I felt so, I just felt the trust of the girls, but that last part's the one that sticks out the most.
So you just mentioned before about, you know, still floating on air. How have the last 4 weeks been, though, as you've had to start to kind of, I guess, readjust to whatever normal life looks like for you now?
Yeah, it's been a bit funny, especially not only myself, but I know a lot of the other girls as well, like just the amount of, or just the recognition, I guess, that our team and us as individuals get out in public was something that we're really not used to and weren't expecting during the World Cup, and definitely weren't expecting post-World Cup. So adjusting to this and being real ambassadors for the game is something that, I guess a new privilege that we're able to have.
You mentioned before a couple of words, turbulent and challenging, and if you look back 12 months, you played in all 4 of those test matches at the end of last year, 2 against England, 2 against France, all of them losses. What has enabled this team in the space of 12 months to become world champions?
Geez, that's a great question. I don't know how much time we have. So many things. I think one of the great things about going away and losing, like any loss, you learn a lot, and then you implement those to the way that you play a game. So it was really hard to go away and lose the way that we did last year. But from that came a lot of change, and sometimes change can be good, and it was one of the best things for our team. And there were a few other things that happened along the way that, as players especially, we weren't really expecting. But we continued to, just control what we could and do what we could so that we could be our best to hopefully play in the World Cup. So, it was, I think, a massive difference also was having Smithy and Ted come into our environment and challenge the way that we think and challenge the way that we play. Having Alan Bunting as well come into our environment and the way that he was able to bring the team together, especially, and draw on and bring out the best in people. That was something that I've never experienced before in a team environment, and he's created that in Sevens and he created that in our team, and it'd be great to have more people like him in team environments.
You mentioned Wayne Smith there, Coach of the Year at the Rugby Awards. That came as absolutely no surprise to anybody. As a former first 5 himself, how much influence did he have on you personally inside the Black Ferns environment?
Massive. Like, obviously, as a co-captain, you talk to the coach a lot. I guess anyone who's met Smithy knows that he doesn't follow the herd. He does things differently, and he encouraged that. He was really big on players knowing their strengths and working on their strengths so that they could be even better than what they already were. He set the standards right from the first camp. I remember when he came in and we had a little meeting, and it was around, his kicking strategy, and it was something that I'd never been coached before. It was a different way of thinking, a different way of exploiting the opposition, and it was really exciting. I think one of the challenges that our team's now going to face is that so many of us have learnt so much from Smithy, and whoever comes in after him has really, really big boots to fill.
Indeed. If we look back, I'm not sure how many people know this, but you had 3 knee reconstructions early in your career. When that was all happening and you were recovering from them, I'm sure you kept a positive mindset, but there must have been some dark days. Did you ever wonder whether reaching the heights that you wanted to might be out of reach for you?
Absolutely, especially when it came to my third knee reconstruction. I always wanted to play footy to hopefully one day wear a black jersey, and by the time I did my third ACL and was going through my rehab, everything was challenging and everything was hard. Nothing went to plan. Eventually what I realised is that I didn't want to play footy to wear a suit and jersey. I just wanted to play to have fun. I wanted to play because so many of my friends played, and to have the opportunity to actually go out on the field and play touch or, play rugby with my club team on a Saturday. I wanted that. And so my focus shifted to, I want to play rugby because I want to have fun with my mates, and that's still why I play. It's not, to play for my country or anything. It's just the honour that I'm get to play for my country right now, but it's not why I play.
Well, I'm sure there'll be a lot more of that because you still got plenty of time on your side. What do you hope the future holds for women's rugby, both here in New Zealand and internationally now?
Yeah, I think the greatest thing about this World Cup is, one, there's never been a World Cup that has received so much attention, media attention, public attention. I don't think there's been a World Cup that has had such a high level of fan engagement, not only at the games but also on TV. This is the benchmark now. This is the benchmark for footy here in New Zealand, but also internationally. So whatever happens from here on, it needs to be better. There needs to be more investment, more resources into the game. It's a really, really exciting time, and there's a massive wave of publicity and attention that we're now getting. So let's use that to our advantage.
I hope I hope you're going to get some sort of break, are you? Do you get to the beach over the next month or so?
Yeah, we've got a couple of weeks there, Christmas, New Year, that we get off and we get to go back with our whānau, so it'll be good.
Good stuff. Well, it's been an incredible pleasure watching the Black Ferns do what you've done this year. The moment of most of our sporting years happened 4 weeks ago at Eden Park. Ruahei, congratulations on your role with the team, but also these individual awards as well. I hope you have a very restful break and can't wait to see what the future holds.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us, Ruahei Demant there. The Player of the Year, New Zealand's outstanding overall player this calendar year, Black Ferns co-captain, World Cup winner, and legend.
Are you ready to move beyond cloud migration to cloud optimization? Spot by NetApp automates cloud operations, enabling teams to deliver scalability, performance, and security for cloud infrastructure and applications, all at the lowest possible cost. Spot solutions use continuous optimization through automation and data-driven insights to reduce complexity and maximize the value of cloud investments. Visit spot.io for more information and to see a demo.